Good afternoon. My presentation is about songs, music, and recordings. Well, it is known that music or songs are used as feeders in a class because they are, for example, is more used, for example, in Friday in the afternoon or in a class that is like we don't have more activities to do, so we use songs. But it is used as a tool because we can use it in some activities. For example, gap test, that is when we have, for example, it's like fill the blanks. We have a song and we raise some letters, and then we deliver the letter to the students, and they are going to try to catch the letter that is missing. Song jumble is when we have the lyric of the song and we cut it and give the students in different order the lyrics, and they are going to try to organize all the lines of the song. Then they are going to listen to it and they are going to look if it is okay or if they have in a wrong way the lines of the song. Matching pictures is when we give the students, for example, 20 pictures. So they are going to organize them in the way they listen to the song, and they are going to organize according to what is the correct image for each line or how the segments of the song. Reading or listening comprehension, students are going to listen to the song once or twice, and then they are going to discuss about what is the song about. Dictation is when we use the song as a test, and we begin to dictate, do the dictation, and then students are going to listen to the song and look if it is okay or if they have something wrong. Picture dictation is when the students are listening to the song and they are going to draw what they think about the song, what they want to represent according to the lyrics of it. Listen and discussion, and students are going to listen to the song and then they are going to discuss about how they feel, what they think about it, and things like that. Sing along, students are going to listen to the song, try to learn that song, and then they are going to sing it, and with that they are going to learn vocabulary and pronunciation. Compose, we have the lyrics of the song, and we tell the students to try to invent, to create their own lyrics or to follow that song, that lyric, with their own creation. And action movements, they are going to represent like the mimics of that song. For example, we play some part of the song and the students are going to try to represent that with movements. Some ideas for using music in class is, for example, self-descent is when students are in some activity and we play a song according to the activity that they are doing at that moment. Change the tempo is, for example, like try to change the mood of the students. If they are tired, if they are so excited, we can play a song according to the mood of the students and try to help the behavior of them with that music. Time limits, we can change that way. For example, we used to tell students you have 2 minutes. So instead of that, we can play a song and tell the students when the song finishes, we are going to start the next activity. Feelings. It is known that music can change like the feelings or like the way of the students the people act. So we can like try to play with that, and if the students are overtired or are like tired, we can use the music to change that. Musical drawings, we can play a song, we can use the music, and what they feel they are going to draw. And break, we can use it as a time to relax, try to do like some break for them to relax and to like feel less stress. sounds effects recordings. In this part, we, for example, can use some activities as make your own sound sequence. In this part, we are going to do some recordings, but just the sound. We are not going to use the voice. For example, we can try like to record a person doing or knocking a door or some steps or breaking things. So we are going to create like a story with that sounds, but without voice. Then we can use storytelling. That is when the students are going to listen to those recordings and they are going to create their own story. But for example, one person was walking in the middle of the night and then breaks something according to what they heard before. What's wrong with my story? This kind of activity, we can do it, for example, playing a sequence of sounds as the first activity, but we are going to tell a story at the same time. So we are going to do to say what is wrong with that story and the recording. If it is wrong, if it is right, for example, if I am saying and they were walking, if they were walking and I'm going to play the sound of a motorcycle, if it is wrong, they are going to say what it is wrong. Picture noises is when we are going to play the sounds and we are going to tell the students to try to draw what they heard according to those sounds. Verb hunting, they are going to try to describe all that they have heard, but through verbs, just verbs. So they are going to try to say as more verbs as they can. With the ideas, the students are going to try to say the best things they can about the activity. And finally, tense focus, we are going to try to say a story, but like football comments, or we can use different strategies in this case. And then the students are going to write a story, but they are going to do it in past tense, and they are going to write that as narrating what I told before. That's it. That is some of the ideas we can use for using music, sounds, and recording.